Right, Shalom. First off and foremost, I want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, the double honors to the elders of the apostle, great millstone of will, and much peace and blessings to the open the leg, pushing the truth across the four winds of sincerity and diligence. All right, I'd like to go into a quick listen through the spirit. Without further ado, get right into it.
All right, this is Amos, chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Most High. To what end is it for you? The day of the Most High is darkness and not light.
So woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. All right, because basically the whole world is somewhat designed the day or the return of the Lord. All right, because they feel as if it's going to be a beautiful or pleasant day to them. All right, but according to the true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, the Lord is not coming back it's not going, like as the scripture said, it's not going to be a bright day.
All right, man. People think that whenever the Most High, whenever their judgment comes, that it's going to be lollipops and giggles. When the scripture tell you that, think not that I come to set peace. And I'll pull that. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I am come not to send peace, but a sword. All right, because whenever the Lord comes, He coming to kill. And what you do with a sword, you kill.
This is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15.
Back the brother over there, that sword also.
For behold, Yahweh will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fear and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Okay, run the last part back up.
And his rebuke with flames of fire.
Go ahead, continue.
For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
So, and it's talking about future prophecy of when the Lord returns. All right, it says the slain of the Lord shall be many. So it's going to be a mass multitude of people that's going to be put to death. All right, because the Lord isn't coming to save the whole world. All right, He's only coming to save the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives. All right.
This is Matthew chapter 10. I'm going to start at verse 5. These 12 Yahweh Shai sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Because the Lord is only coming to redeem the lost sheep. All right, the ones that the sheep that understands that this is Micah 2:10. The ones that understand that this isn't our resting place. All right, because in order to be lost, you have to not have a home. You know. Micah 2:10.
Yeah, I got it. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. It says, Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. If a man walking in the spirit and flesh and falsehood, it's like
because this place is polluted. All right, you have homosexuals freely walking around, getting joining together. All right, being married. You have transgenders doing sex changes. Totally going against the true ordinances of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and that's why the day of the Lord is going to be total darkness. All right, because when the Lord comes, He's coming for payback. Also, you know, you got the Malachi.
Yeah. This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Stubble. So that's going to be basically turned to ash. All right, because America is going to be hit by 200 million missiles according to prophecy. All right, straight through the scriptures. All right, all the proud.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of Yahweh thy power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh.
The eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, all right, which is America, all right, wickedly promoting adultery, all right, and everything also that's contrary towards the scriptures, all right. This place commits and basically gives out the hand of a free will, all right, because according to scripture, there's no free will, all right.
I'm going to jump to verse 10. It says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
And that's what our people as a whole, you know. And that's speaking about the wicked ones, all right. You pastors, you wicked jakes, you know, the wicked women. Just because your judgment does not come expediently, don't think that you won't be accounted for it. That's why read the last part of you not.
It says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Which say the evil shall not overtake us. So they don't think that they're gonna be judged for the wickedness, all right, that they commit.
All right. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 33. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil.
So who shall hearken unto me shall dwell safely. And we know that the only ones that are going to hearken are the elect. All right? These are the only men that's going to hearken. Because what? We understand that we are those lost sheep. All right? Trying to get back to our true homeland. Hearkening to Yahweh Shem outside. Calling on the true names. All right?
And it's a strong tower.
And the righteous runs to it.
I'm pulling it. Proverbs 24, 10.
What you got?
Ezekiel 94.
I'll put it. This is Ezekiel 94. It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for the abominations that be done in the midst of them. All right, and these are going to be those men that understand, you know, that the day of the Lord isn't bright. You know, I mean, to these men, you know, it's going to be bright because what? These men are going to obtain salvation. All right, unlike the 2/3 of our nation and also these heathens. All right, because we know that salvation is of the Jews.
Let me tell you, in Proverbs, it tells you that the Most High, He created everything for Himself, even the day for evil. So it was set up that there's going to have people who's going to be set up just to die. And to pull that is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4. The Most High hath made all things for Himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil.
All
right, so that's basically saying the people that's into this world, they like that's not. If you know this truth, then you bound to die, because the scriptures tell you that the man that wanders not the way of understanding remains in the congregation of the dead. So if you know this truth, you dead. All right, basically backing up on how the Most High name is a strong tower, and there's only one name where you can be saved. This is Acts chapter 4, verse 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. All right. So in that day, if you don't have, well, basically starting today, if you don't have the true name in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you done for, you dead. All right, because this is the only name where you could be saved, and that debates all you Christians that's talking about that He has multiple names. You can translate His name.
Like the brother was saying, all right, you sinners, y'all backing up with the scripture, you sinners not being heard either. This John 9:31. Now we know that Yahweh is not sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of Yahweh and doeth His will, him He hears. So you pastors in the church houses, y'all might think y'all got the right name and y'all don't. All right, so y'all sins not getting heard. Even if you got the right name, it's still not getting heard because you're not doing the will of God. Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Willfully sinning. You know, there's no sacrifice for sin.
And that's turning your ear away from the Lord. All right. Basically backing it up. This is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. All right. So after you doing what you're doing, your sin, your prayers gonna be counted as an abomination. So it's basically vain for you to even be shooting up prayers.
And that's why the day of the Lord, hey, the slander should be many. All right, because people don't even acknowledge that they're going off. All right, and even if they do, What shit. So that even if they do, they tell you that they will not walk the way they're in. You know, they're not gonna walk in the way of the Lord because it's a stiff necked people. This is Isaiah 29. It's Isaiah 29. Then we're gonna jump back to the point. This is all right. This is Isaiah 29:13. Wherefore the Lord said, as much as these people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. So the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahshua is taught by the pastors, all right, which was made of these precepts of their own. You know, they took it upon their own self to make up precepts and push it out as far as God loves everybody. Everybody gonna be raptured up. God, you know, because the scriptures tell you that if whenever you come to worship Yahweh Shem Yahshua, you gotta worship Him in spirit and truth. You know, bring out the second entrance. All right. Just staying on track and going to how everybody wasn't created. Well, basically everybody's created for their own purpose.
Not in what?
22.
This is second Esdras, chapter 9, verse 22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant.
Hold on, so like just going into how the day of the Lord is darkness, you know, and no light in it. This is a multitude of people that was born straight from Yahweh Shem Yahshua that was born to be put to death. You know, that was His doings. Yeah.
For with great labor have I made it perfect.
God, so it was of His will. You know, for these people to be perfectly destroyed, and that goes to show you the power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And the Lord said, "You what is His word gonna be killed?"
My grape.
His grape. So the elect, you know, the elect won't be plucked out of His hands. You got something?
This basically backing up how like you tell Jake what he doing, he still gonna do wrong. All right, because Jake they love simplicity. They love being simple. All right, because they don't want to be a peculiar people like the scriptures say. And just backing it up, this is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish; they have not known me. They are sight as children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. All right. So that basically tell you, like, to do evil shit, they quick to do that. They know exactly how to do that. Whenever it comes to serving Yahweh Shem Yahshua, they can't do it.
They master stuff like robbing banks or jacking your homeboy with shoes. You know.
But when it comes to not getting ear jobs, it's hard for them to do that.
Exactly. Keeping the law, stop eating abominable foods. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 23. Turn you in my reproof.
Because the Lord is using His prophets to get a reproof out right now. All right, we still till this day right now being reprovers to the nation of Israel, searching out for the elect. All right, so that they could turn from their wicked ways and hearken to the Lord. Right?
Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
All right, and that's being made manifest through the men of the Lord. Right?
Because I have called and ye refused. Right. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set a knot at my counsel and would none of my reproof.
So you actually have jakes out there that came across the men of the Lord and got that counsel and got their reproof, but they didn't turn away from it. Right? So like it ain't turn away from the wicked doings.
It says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
So, go ahead.
When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
All right, so the Lord we know that the Lord works through His prophets. The Lord are going to use His prophets to laugh at these Jakes that you once came across to in the world and told them, hey, look, you're not supposed to be doing this. These are the Lord's true names right here. And you got to repent in His name, all right, so that your sins may be forgiven. Stop doing all the wicked things, all right, and hearken to the Lord. You know?
All right. It says, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Kind, and it's Jake, because Jake always call on the Lord whenever something's going wrong. Whenever they need something. All right, but you have Christmas, they won't call on the Lord. All right, that just goes to show you the wickedness of Jake. You know what I'm saying? Okay, if it was so-called Christ's birthday, why are you receiving gifts? You know? It goes to show you they don't care, they just care about themselves. You know, because they are the ones receiving. All right. Likewise, when Jake is in trouble, they want to receive what? Salvation. You know. What? That and that's going to be the reason why our people have to be destroyed. All right, because they totally consumed in wickedness and going after pagan gods. All right. Amos.
Yeah. This is Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Verse 7. So like. Surely the most high power would do nothing, but He had revealed his secret unto His servants, the prophets.
God. So a true men of the Lord, all right, the 144,000 elect. You know, these are going to be the men that has the true secrets and mysteries and dark deep saying of the Scripture. All right, that's going to be given the reproof to these people. All right, and also the Lord is going to use these men to basically laugh at 2/3 in the end. All right, because the whole time, give me Galatians 6 and 7. The whole time, these people sat up and mocked the true men of the Lord. All right, and at this time it's going to be at that time it's going to be a bright light for those elect men. All right, because not only are they going to receive salvation, but hey, these men are going to get to say, "Hey, we told you so." You know, got it?
This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
All right, so hey, the Lord cannot be mocked. So when you was out here telling these prophets, you don't know what you're talking about, you wearing dresses, you don't have no edge line, you know, stuff like that. That's funny at the moment, where the scripture say, hey, you laugh now, but you gonna cry later. All right, when you don't have any food to eat, and you see you pass by, you see these men eating chicken, you know, big glass of water, and you're going to be hungry then. Ain't going to have no food to eat. All right?
Let me pull this Wisdom of Solomon. Basically backing up what you're saying. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. Let me start at 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. They shall be amazed.
So these people are going to be amazed and also in fear. All right, because the same people that they talk shit about, these are going to be the true men of the Lord. All right, that's going to actually obtain salvation and get a ride on the chair, seat up out of here. All right.
The strangeness of His salvation so far beyond that they look for.
Kind of strangeness, because people in your everyday life don't actually expect for you to be a man of the Lord. They don't expect for you to be one of those angels or one of those chosen men that the Lord is actually going to take in. You know, they just look at you like you just this regular Joe Blow. All right, the regular average Jake walking the street. One day, and if he make it up out of here, he do. If not, he gonna be gunned down and fucking die. That's what they expect from you.
And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, in a proverb of reproach.
So this was the man who we talked about this whole time. All right, this was the man. We just looked down upon him, you know. Now we see why he didn't want to come to any of our feast days. You know, now we see why he didn't want to come out to the club with us. Now you see why, we see why this guy didn't want to eat none of these shrimp, crab, lobster, and pork at the celebration last weekend. You know, now we see, because he was one of the chosen men the whole time, and we looked at him because of his outward appearance. All right.
and it's gonna be worse for the so-called people that fell out the faith. Because they gonna have people coming to them for questions on like what to do, and they ain't gonna be able to answer. And then they go, basically, he gonna be getting part of his judgment right there.
And also these pastors too, all right. And that's why all these pastors are gonna be confounded, because they also have a multitude of followers, all right. And they didn't give no warning at all to their congregation, so they have a handful of blood that they gonna have to answer for.
We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor.
So we thought that this man here would end up either dead or in jail. You know, especially coming from a Jake household. All right, that's the only thing you actually have to look forward to if you don't be a rapper or a basketball player. You know, just athlete. Period. All right, that's the only two options: is dead or in jail. Yeah.
Verse 5. How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints?
So how is my nephew, my brother, my cousin, you know, my son, of that number? You know, a number of those great men. All right, that's going to be found blameless and without spot in those times.
Yeah. Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined to us.
So we went off in the light of Yahweh Shema Shai. It didn't shine upon us. You know, we didn't know the true ways of the Lord. We despised it just because we took it upon ourselves that shit. This person, we seen this person grow up their whole life. So shit, I know that's my son. You know what I'm saying? I know that's my nephew. He ain't shit. He just like the olive oil. You know.
And the Son of Righteousness rose not upon us. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yeah, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Most High, we have not known it.
They have not known it, because the time will in Proverbs, all right, when the Lord was using his prophets and these certain men that speak about in Wisdom of Solomon 5, you know, these men were stretching their hands out. You know, the Lord was stretching his hands out through these men, and they despised it. All right, and they wanted to go to these other wicked philosophies and doctrines, all right, and it caused them to become weird, all right.
And not only that, they did more. They hated the men of the Lord.
Right, even back then.
Yeah, because the scripture tell you that they gonna hate you for that. I think that's in Luke. You can grab that, brother. Yeah, Luke 21.
Yeah, I got it up.
Yeah, because it say that they gonna hate you for this, and the scripture also tell you, "Am I deaf for your enemy because I tell you the truth?"
It's Luke 21, and let's see what it was.
I think it's 17.
Yeah, kind of. It says, I'm going to start at verse 16. Okay, I'm going to start at 15. It says, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. All right, and that goes to us basically proclaiming the good words of Yahweh Shema Shai. And that's why a lot of people hate us, because what? They can't combat it. You know, they can't combat it, or they can't see. You know what we see? Verse 16. And ye shall be betrayed by both parents and brethren and kinsfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death.
That's it. You want to go on that?
You go ahead.
All right. You basically saying your household, they gonna hate you for this. All right.
Just like just like Yahweh Shai. You know, and he couldn't do the works around none of his family. It says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall not inherit of your head perish, and your patience possess ye your souls. All right. So we especially coming to this year 2018. All right. El Tahor put out a decree that hey, by this year, we're gonna see basically the year of prophecy being fulfilled. All right. So how much more hatred shall we be hastening and looking forward to? All right. Looking forward to being hated even more on a higher level. All right, because we're at the end of this thing. I got something?
Yeah, basically saying like you gotta know that that's gonna happen, so you basically gotta prepare yourself for that. All right, for everything that comes your way. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Most High, prepare thyself for temptation. All right, because temptation it really could be your own lust, like what you like doing the most. Because the brother did a great video on that. He went in on that. How not only temptation is from what other people do, it's from your own lust, what you like doing. All right, finishing up. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. So whenever you going through temptation, don't try to hurry up and get away with it. All right, let the Lord get you out of there. Put all your trust and faith into Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right, cleave unto Him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. All right, hold on to Yahweh Hashem. Call on His name. All right, because in that time, that's increasing your faith. It's a faith booster. That's just preparing you for Jacob's trouble. Oh, y'all got something? I think I got something. In Ephesians.
Ephesians 1 and go to
1 to 3. Alright, this is Ephesians chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed be the power and Father, our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, who had blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Hamashiach, according as He had chosen us in Him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before Him in love, having predestinated us into the adoption of children by Yahweh Shah Mashiach to Himself, according to the good pleasure of His will.
So unlike 2/3 of the nation of Israel, all right, that consists of you Negroes, Latinos, and natives. Hey, that the day of the Lord is gonna be darkness unto you, but until the men of the Lord, all right, it's gonna be brightness, because what these men are gonna obtain salvation, all right, because it was predestinated. It was predestinated unto them, all right, to receive it.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen.
Because in verse 4 it told you that according as He had chosen us in Him, all right, and it goes to show you quick cut on who's going to obtain salvation in the day. How can you get Psalms 35 and 4? All right, because the Lord is not coming to save everybody. All right, point blank period.
Psalms 35 and 4. Yeah. All right, this is Psalms chapter 35. Oh, slack. Psalms 135, verse 4. It reads, for the Most High had chosen Jacob unto Himself, and Israel for His peculiar treasure. You want to read that?
Read again?
For the Most High had chosen Jacob unto Himself, and Israel for His peculiar treasure.
So that's who the Lord chose. Yeah, that's who the Lord chose. All right, Jacob, which names was changed to Israel. Israel had sons. All right, we broke off to 12 different 12 nations. All right.
This is Deuteronomy chapter.
Salaki, one nation with different tribes of the nation. Salaki.
Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 2. For thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power. And Yahweh had chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto Himself above all the nations that are upon the earth. All right, basically saying that the way that makes us peculiar is because He gave us those laws, statutes, and commandments to follow, and that's how we peculiar. We supposed to. That's our power. We supposed to do what He said.
That's our way of being separate. You know. Give me Romans 11:1. Hey, read me verse 4 again in Ephesians.
I didn't have it.
Oh, you had Ephesians? Yeah. So like, you get that. Let me get Romans 11.
Verse 4.
Yeah.
Ephesians 1 and 4. According as He had chosen us in Him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before Him in love.
Ephesians 1 and 5.
1 and 5.
Yeah.
Having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Shah Mashiach to Himself.
All right, because Yahweh Shah had it to where we were going to fall away. All right, when we fell away, in order to have adoption, you have to be pushed away. All right, so let's see what the adoption is for. Romans 11.
Romans chapter 11, verse 4.
11 and 1.
Romans chapter 11, verse 1 says, I say then, that Yahweh cast away His people?
Because what? Yahweh Shah turned His back upon us when we had to fall away, going to Jeremiah 17:4.
Yahweh forbid. For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham of the tribe of Benjamin.
That's just the point. Going to who is going to be adopted back and to the fold. You know, just because he cast us away didn't mean he cast us away for good. All right. We get Luke 12:32. I'm trying to read that.
Yeah, Luke 12:32. All right. This is Luke chapter 12.
It said according to the good pleasure of his will.
Luke 12:32. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom.
So brothers, we gotta stay firm in this truth. All right, keep pushing and with all sincerity and diligence. All right, because what it's Yahweh Shai good pleasure. All right, He has pleasure in giving us salvation, redeeming us from these heathens, and basically gathering us up and building us up to be the great leaders that He wants us to be. All right, and giving us the kingdom of heaven to come. All right. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone of will, and much peace, safety, and blessings to the hopefully elect, pushing truth across the four winds in sincerity and diligence. Shalom.
Shalom.